Today I'm going to talk about the British Bankers Resolution Service. This is a compensation scheme set up for many victims that have lost their businesses and to uncover some of the misconduct that's within the banks. You'd expect this scheme to be fair, so let me give you some facts and we can decide for ourselves. The first fact which I like to explain to everybody is that the BBRS has cost £23 million so far. It started in 2019 and yet they haven't paid a single penny to any of the businesses or any of the victims. The second point which I wish to highlight is that in conjunction with the banks, the BBRS have agreed an eligibility criteria. Well, the victims knew nothing about this. So the victims have waited for years to finally get their cases heard, and out of a small technicality, they've been ousted from the BBRS, saying that they're ineligible because they went to the Financial Ombudsman Service. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. If your business has a complaint, the first port of call is the Ombudsman Service. So all the businesses follow the protocol, and because they follow the protocol, they're now ineligible for the BBRS. How can that be right? Who's making up these rules? The third fact, which I like to highlight, is that the £23 million spent so far hasn't gone to the victims. It's gone on salaries and professional fees. Well, you would think there must be a huge team. There isn't. There's a small team, and the board of directors is made up of about 6 or 7 people, one of which has earned over £500,000 in only 18 months' work. BBRS can only have one banker on their board of directors. Well, meet Stephen Pegge. He spoke on behalf of the bank, defending the banks on the Panorama programme called Did the Banks Wreck My Business? It's not right that somebody who's been defending the banks is now professing to be working on behalf or in the best interest of the victims. In my evidence, I can confirm that as far back as 2014, Stephen Pegge has known about the fraud inside the bank. In fact, I've reported him to the Dobbs review. It's quite clear that Stephen Pegge has got a vested interest in ensuring that nothing untoward gets uncovered at Lloyds Bank. He is a poacher come gamekeeper, and the BBRS cannot retain its integrity with him in place. As an executive who's been reported to the Dobbs review, it's only fair that Stephen Pegge should stand down immediately. In fact, I think he should be called in front of a select committee to explain his actions.